Hey y'all, it is Monday, April 8th, 2013, even though the year doesn't really matter at this point. But here is my phone to show you today's date. Hopefully that's focusing. And I have my little cheat sheet today so I don't forget to tell you something. But this is week 2 of my 30-day labor of love hair day challenge to myself. Again, just ensuring that on a weekly basis I am shampooing and conditioning my hair in the effort of promoting my half an inch a month hair growth. But today I'm going to do a coconut oil pre-treatment. Gonna shampoo, gonna condition. I'm not doing my deep conditioning today. I'm actually gonna do that next week. And then my apple cider vinegar rinse, moisturizing, and then I'm gonna style it. This time I'm gonna do larger 2-strand twists because I plan to wear twist out styles towards the end of the week. But I'll just keep it in my 2 strands for a good portion of this week. But I've worn my hair loose for the past 2.5 days. I untwisted my twists last Friday and then wore a twist out on Saturday, and then kind of wore it like this yesterday. Just put a little tie or a scarf around it and wore it kind of in a huge afro puff, I guess you can say. But I forgot to take pictures. Sorry. But I did moisturize my hair 2 to 3 times last week. I probably should have done it a little bit more, but I had it in twist, so I really didn't feel a need to moisturize it, and it didn't need to be moisturized. But I used my creamy moisturizer at the beginning of the week and then my spray moisturizer towards the end, because after I wore my twist out, my hair was pretty much loose and less defined. So the spray moisturizer really attracts a lot of moisture into my hair, and it has a tendency to swell. I call it growing in essence, but since I wasn't trying to keep it defined, I went ahead and used the spray moisturizer because my hair just kind of soaks that up. But I did have 2 epiphanies last week. So if you refer back to my last video, week 1, which is video number 35, I had mentioned that I was going to try a different technique when I shampoo my hair and just leaving it loose versus parting and sectioning it. Well, I have no idea what I was thinking. It was a complete fail. So yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Even though I really thought it was cool to kind of feel and see my hair hanging while I was rinsing out the conditioners in my hair. Again, I have no idea what I was thinking. It just, as I was styling it, I had a lot of tangling, which I just don't prefer. So my lesson learned from that is, yes, as your afro textured hair gets longer, especially those of the tightly coiled persuasion like myself, yeah, you need to section your hair when you're shampooing. And for the following reasons, I mean, it just, of course, helps minimize the tangling. It helps minimize the tension that you're using when you're trying to separate your hair, which will minimize breakage as well. So I had, again, had a lot of course I have usual shedding, but I think I had a lot of breakage, especially on my ends, which is a no-no. So I'm never washing or shampooing my hair loosely again. And then it also helps in sectioning it and working with it each section at a time. It just really helps you keep it stretched, which of course will assist in minimizing the tangling. And then lastly, it just really helps you focus on getting your scalp clean and making sure that you're actually touching every strand of your hair and getting it clean. So ultimately, that's the benefit of sectioning your hair. Yes, it's going to take you a little bit more time, but the benefits far outweigh, you know, the negatives. So yeah, my lesson learned last week. My second lesson I learned is I actually am kind of in a habit of using gel to do my twists, and as you know, I make my own flaxseed gel. So I just inherently applied the gel Monday when I did my twist, and so I don't need to use gel for this 30 days because the purpose of me doing this challenge to myself is to help promote properly moisturizing my hair and hopefully stimulating a little bit more hair growth. So going forward, the rest of this month, I'm not going to put any gel in my hair. And even though the gel that I make, I have ingredients in it that promote moisture, at the end of the day, gel is basically just coating your hair to give you a stronger hold, and it's going to be a little more challenging for your hair strands to kind of soak in that moisture. So for the rest of this month, I'm not using any gel. So those were my 2 epiphanies from last week. So going forward, I'm just going to shampoo, condition, and moisturize my hair. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about now. So now I'm going to section my hair and then apply my coconut oil as a pre-treatment. I'm going to leave that on for about an hour, and then I'm going to shampoo my hair in the shower. This time last week I did it in the sink, but I'm going to shampoo it in the shower since I'm going to be doing it in sections, and it'll just take me a little bit more time to do so. And then I'll condition in the shower as well, and then I'll let it air dry, then apply my creamy moisturizer, and then my shea butter sealant. So I'm not gonna video record that process today, but I will kind of take some snapshots throughout that time frame, and then you can kind of look at those at the end of this video in a few seconds. But as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to type away below. Take care. Oh, and I did forget to mention, I actually left these 2 strands out intentionally because I wanted to show you my different hair texture in the back. So hopefully you can see that. I'm hoping it's focusing. But I have again, much looser curl pattern in the back and on the very sides of my hair. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, so that's all.